Hey, Armin here with another tip. Now today's tip is why I prefer pre-exhaust training when it comes to weight training for better development. So what I've learned over the years is you can just train the muscle and do straight sets and go real heavy, and that'll stimulate a certain amount of muscle fiber. But over time, you mentally get a little stale with doing it that way. So you find your intensity levels can drop down because you do a set, you rest, you add weight or don't add weight or try to get more reps, but you're still taking breaks in between, and so the muscle recovers and then you go back at it. So the way that I like to increase the intensity is on a weak muscle group especially, then I like to pre-exhaust it. So what do I mean by pre-exhaust? So pre-exhaust would be doing an isolation exercise and then going right to a compound exercise. So you would basically superset. Now you don't necessarily have to, you can just do an isolation exercise, fatigue the muscle, and then go do a compound exercise. So let me give you a quick example. One of the areas that I struggled with was the upper chest for a while. And so what I decided to do is, well, if I want to bring up my upper chest, I need to prioritize that muscle, which is important. And so what I did is I would do incline flies. Okay, so the focus on the upper part of the chest, and I would do those as many reps as I can to quality reps to failure, and then I would go right to incline dumbbell presses. So by the time I got to the incline dumbbell presses, because I'd already pre-exhausted my chest with the fly work, I barely get 1 to maybe 3 reps, but the effect on the muscle was very good. You could feel a great pump, you could feel the muscle tissue activating, so that was a good way to tell if it was working. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're focused on doing the movements very strictly and with good form and a good stretch, so you're activating as much muscle tissue as possible. One of the reasons why I like to do it in this particular example is when you do fly work, you don't have a lot of tricep work involved. So you can get a really good stretch on the pecs as you're doing the fly work, and again, you want to use great form. But since your triceps aren't too fatigued and your shoulders get a little bit of effect, then when you go right to presses, dumbbell presses or machine presses, like a hammer press machine that's inclined, things like that, now your triceps are still fresh, but you pre-exhausted your chest. So now when you do the exercise, you're going to have that factor, so that helps to really fatigue those chest fibers because they're very activated from doing the pre-exhaust work. Now this can be a long conversation, so I'm just using it as an example. But other things you can do for pre-exhaust work would be like leg extensions to failure. You can go right to leg press or go to squat or go to a hack squat. You can superset that, or just do leg extensions for multiple sets and then go and do your other compound movement. For like back, I like to do pullovers and then go right to lat pull or pull-ups if you really want to make it challenging as examples, okay? So those are some quick ones because we have so much time here for today's tip. But if you want, you can pop questions below and I can answer those for you. If you feel like you got some value out of it, hit like, share it with other people you care about, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel so you get these other updates and other ideas that I'll be promoting. Okay, other than that, let's have a great day. Let's finish this week up strong. Take care.